All right, we got new jobs numbers, the last jobs numbers of 2025, and they show that things were not as good as they could have been. Employers added 50,000 jobs in December, lower than what was expected. Unemployment fell to 4.4%, down from 4.6. The mixed numbers might have been a surprise to Wall Street, except for the fact that the president posted about them last night on Truth Social, which he's not supposed to do. Joining us, University of Michigan professor of economics and public policy, Justin Wolfers. Just to get it out of the way, why is he not supposed to do that?
Because there's rules, there's procedures, there's policies, and there's actually an important economic point. Look, if I'm going to trade in financial markets, if I'm going to invest in a stock, I'm only going to do so if I know that it's a fair playing ground, that the other bloke doesn't know something that I don't. And the problem is, if Trump starts muddying the waters like this, then I'm always going to be worried. I'm not going to buy a stock today because I'm worried the only reason the other person's selling is because they learned something from Truth Social. As a result, I'm not going to buy a stock. And the more general thing is that can actually cause financial markets to fray a little, and that people will be unwilling to invest in the United States. Every statistical agency around the world takes this very seriously about how we have embargoes. Every American company has very serious embargoes. Every leader around the world is expected to respect them. And it turns out there's one guy, Donald Trump, who reckons he doesn't have to.
All right, that makes sense. Let's talk about the numbers themselves, Justin. How do they look? How does the first year of the Trump presidency, the Trump economy, shake out?
Katie, I am so excited for the day that I can come on your show and bring you good news and say things are spectacular. But that's not today. Today, we learn yet again more evidence that the economy right now is, I'm going to say, merely moderate, muddling along, perhaps even doing poorly. We now see over the month-to-month numbers, there's a lot of statistical noise. We try to look for the signal instead of noise. When we do that, for instance, if you look over the last 3 months, we've actually shed jobs. We have fewer jobs than we did 3 months ago. If you go back to Liberation Day, since Liberation Day, the economy is basically flatlined. This is an economy that's more or less created jobs continuously, decade after decade, all of a sudden flatlining. My favorite statistic, and it brings me no pleasure, is to point out our friends in Canada have created more jobs since Liberation Day. Tiny little Canada have created more jobs since Liberation Day than the United States has.
That's quite a comparison. Okay, so what's the outlook for 2026?
Always hard to know. That's the important thing. And let me just remind your audience of something really important. If someone is super confident on TV telling you they know exactly what's going to happen, the only thing you're learning is about their disposition, their overconfidence. So the truth is, it's hard to know. Let me come back, though, and give you my best guess. The single best indicator of the future state of the economy is how's it going at the moment. At the moment, we're creating fewer jobs than we need to, and the unemployment rate has drifted up over the past year. Given that's what we're at right now, that's probably the single best forecast for next year. This puts us in the uncomfortable zone that economies rarely hang out in, which is just above a recession, but not quite there. Usually something comes along and tips us one way or the other, and I guess that's probably what we're looking at next year. The word recession typically means output is declining. Well, what we've had instead, though, is a jobs recession, which is employment is declining. And I think that's a really rough way to enter the new year.
The 3 best words to inspire confidence, and I mean this seriously in somebody, is when they say, I don't know. Because that shows you that they're willing to say, I don't know, and not just to BS their way through something. Justin Wolfers, thank you very much. Always good to have you.